If you guys come back in, can you guys post a comment so I know that there's people on here? Hopefully this is a little bit better. We'll see. It is better? Okay, thank you, Sarah. Sounds good now. Okay. Yeah, this is my laptop. I don't know if the video is okay, but we'll make it work. Hi, Lynn. How are you doing? We'll give it just a minute. Sounds much better? Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get moving to the advice for Taurus. Let me change the banner real quick. Hi, Joe. We are on Taurus. Does it show Taurus? I can't even see it on the screen. Okay. All right. All right, Taurus. What is the animal advice for Taurus for the next 48 hours? The dog. It's all about loyalty the next 48 hours. You may be feeling like those around you let you down and are not doing their fair share of work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. And you deserve better than mixed signals. And I think that's what you're realizing in the next 48 hours, that this person is not who you thought they were going to be. Let's get you an angel number, Taurus. Cancer's after Gemini. We're on Taurus right now. Perfect. Thank you guys for letting me know. All right. What is the angel number for Taurus? Taurus. 2020, it's all about having strength. It says, in what area of your life do you need to harness inner strength? How can you stay resilient and focus on it despite the challenges? So this is asking you to be strong. You don't have to settle for less than when it comes to dating or getting to know people. If you realize automatically that it's just not going to work and you strongly know that, you have the strength to be able to exit. All right, let's go to Gemini. All right, Gemini, the next 48 hours, what is the energy around you? The next 48 hours, Gemini. Brenda, I don't do full readings after the live, but I do ask a question and answer. So if you have a question, I can try to answer that after the all signs is over. You just have to put it in the comments. All right, Gemini, what's the energy around you the next 48 hours? Hi, Sue. Okay, you got the Queen of Pentacles. So you're in an energy of stability and security. You may find that you are really nurturing yourself and nurturing your finances. Yeah, something's about to take off for you. The next 48 hours, something you've been working on, it could be work, it could be a project. You're going to find that you're going to get really excited because things are going to start like picking up like a snowball. Tell me more about this project, about this prosperity for Gemini. Okay, so it could come after a time period where you were maybe indulging in something that was not bearing fruit. You were finding that things were not working in the past because you made some judgment calls that didn't work in your favor, but you changed it around and you're finding out here in the next 48 hours, whatever you're doing, it's working. So if you're focusing on yourself, you're finding that your health is better. If you're focusing on your career, you're finding out the hard work is paying off. You may even find if you're like getting a test results back, you're finding out that it's working in your favor. One more. Yeah, you're gonna, and if you have been putting in extra hours, you're getting recognition from your boss that you may be somebody who actually could be in alignment for some type of promotion because you're doing the work. What is the animal oracle for Gemini? What's the advice for Gemini the next 48 hours? Looks really good, Gemini. Decisive action, which is the antelope. It says you're being told that it's time to get moving. Yep, set your intentions, take action towards what you dream, and it can become a reality. You have a door in front of you. Trust your instincts. So the next 48 hours, you're going to realize what you've been doing is working, and it's going to propel you forward to keep doing it. What is the angel number for Gemini? Hi, Denise. Hi, Jane. Hi, Lex. Your angel number is 18 and 18. You're meant for success. This is beautiful. It says, a major change is coming. And while it may feel disruptive, it's guiding you towards success. Embrace the shift, as it's going to lead you to your purpose and financial prosperity. That's good. All right, Cancer. Cancer placements. All right, what is the energy around Cancer the next 48 hours? Your intuition is going to be really strong. There's something that you know intuitively before you know it's going to happen. What is this for Cancer? Why is their intuition so heightened in the next 48 hours? What is this for Cancer? There's something that you have been taking on extra responsibilities or obligations. You've been struggling a lot. You've taken on other people's problems. Your intuition is telling you in the next 48 hours that you're trapping yourself and you don't deserve to be trapped. You've been avoiding the issue of addressing it with this person, and it's finally coming to a head that this could be somebody that maybe has vice or addiction issues, and you're funding that, you're enabling that, and you're fearful of bringing it up, but your intuition is going to say, you know what? Now's the time. Stop blocking yourself from contributing to this and create the conversation. So you're being forced to make a conversation. Your intuition is going to bug you so much that you cannot even tell yourself you can't say something. There's a frustration that kind of comes to a head for you. Give me one more for Cancer. Yeah, this is creating instability for you. This is creating extra burden, extra stress, extra problems. And you're burned out, and you realize that the next 48 hours, you can't keep doing what you're doing. You can't keep contributing to this person because it's not fair to you. So it's coming to a head. Your intuition is going to be screaming at you. You can't avoid it. What is the advice for Cancer placements for the next 48 hours with this energy? What is it they need to know? What is the advice? Dragonfly. It's about adaptability. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. It's reminding you to bring a bit more lightness and joy into your life. You may find that this person is draining you. They're depleting you. They're casting shadows on you being able to move forward, and you need to adapt to making this change. What is the angel number for Cancer? Hi from Ireland. Hi, Jason. Cancer. Your angel number is 929. It says walk away. It says let go of people and situations that no longer support your spiritual growth. You deserve love and respect, and it is right to seek environments that honor your well-being. So you could be seeing this angel number. All right, Leo. Hi, Christina. All right, Leo, what is the energy around those with Leo placements for the next 48 hours? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear that's going to serve their highest good? Leo. Thank you, Hyde-C23. Hi, Caroline. What's the energy around Leo the next 48 hours? There's a lack of commitment. There's an unwillingness to learn. There's somebody around you that is not learning from their mistakes. You're coming out in your own energy. You're coming out very strong to know that somebody around you, Leo, that you've been patiently trying to encourage to make changes, that you've been very disciplined to try to give this person kudos or recognition. This person is not committing to making changes. This could be a romantic partnership. We do have a heart placement. You do rule the heart, Leo. Yeah, look at that. We've got the Two of Cups in reverse. So you may find that you may have to break up or separate from this person because you've been trying to maintain control by helping this person learn from their mistakes, but they're just not learning. Why are they not learning? What's going on here? You may end up arguing with this person. You may end up realizing there's an imbalance here. Why is this person not learning? This person is somebody who lies a lot. They're very deceptive. They could even lie to themselves. Maybe they tell themselves they want to make changes, but then they don't. There's a lot of turmoil around this person. Give me one more for Leo. You're going to get an opportunity to, your loyalty is going to be tested in the next 48 hours. Are you loyal to yourself knowing that this person is not willing to change? Or are you going to be more loyal to this person who is lying and being deceptive? You could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Libra, another Leo, a Capricorn, or a Cancer. All right, let's get some advice for those with Leo placement. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? Hi, Brenda. Hi, Lenora. Hi, Dee. Hi, Rubina. Hi, Lillian. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Thank you for commenting. Welcome to the live. Happy Saturday. All right, Leo. Your advice is the love, the swan. This could be a soulmate. It says, you have found your soulmate, or they're just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've gone through are going to be worth it. So you may have to separate from this person for this person to make the changes. Let's get an angel number. Let's the angel card of advice. You're so tired of his energy being in mine. Yeah, you know what? When you tap into someone's energy, it's because you're thinking about them all the time. You're basically looking at their pictures. You're getting tarot readings on them. You're checking on that keeps the energy alive and active. So when you wonder why is somebody popping up in your head all of a sudden, all the time, it's because they're thinking about you. The angel card of advice for you, Leo, is 6363. Keep the faith. It says, no matter how tough times get, remember that hope always exists. Your angels are going to guide you through these challenges. Remember that brighter days are ahead. So there's your advice. Brighter days are ahead. You just have to have faith. All right, Virgo. Virgo. Paula. Emily, I'm going to do ask a question and answer when I get done with the all signs. So if you want to stick around to the very end, that's when we're going to do your ask a question, get an answer. All right, Virgo placement. What's going on with you the next 48 hours? Beach pictures. I like your name. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining my live. Oh, okay. You may be overly cautious the next 48 hours, Virgo. Why? You're in mental turmoil. What's going on here? It's been a mess for you, Michelle. There's something has been confusing. There's a lack of either communication or justice. There's an injustice in the next 48 hours for you, Virgo. What is this? Oh. You had a strategy of being honest, being authentic, being genuine in a situation, but you get caught up. Either you're dealing with somebody who's pathologically lying to you all the time, and you thought that this person was going to come clean. Well, you're realizing that that's not happening. Okay, what is this? Give me a little more. You also, Virgo, this could be you. If this isn't you, this is somebody around you that you thought was going to... There's a lot of information coming in here. There's a sense of confusion. You thought somebody was going to cover up or lie for you, and you're finding out in the next 48 hours that somebody is not. They're not going to cover for you. They're not going to come clean, or you're exposing their lies, and they're not wanting to come clean with the lies you're exposing. You're hoping for a change. You're hoping for things to be improved. One more. You're either exposing someone's lies, or you're exposing someone who lied to you. Yeah, you're realizing that there's a lot of discouragement here in the next 48 hours. You were hoping somebody was going to confess something, and you're finding out they are not going to confess. They're actually going to lie. Give me one more. You feel lost the next 48 hours. Give me one more. What is this? This could be in the workplace. This could be a romantic situation. You've been very generous. You've been very providing your prosperity. Maybe you've been helping somebody financially, and you are expecting this person to come clean, to act right, to be right, to confess to something. And you find in the next 48 hours, it's a bust, it's a fail. that they're not going to come clean. They're not going to improve what they're doing. And it could be, you could be taking a hit financially because of this situation. You could be dealing with an earth sign, an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Libra, or an Aquarius. Let's get some advice for Virgo. What is the best piece of advice? What is the guidance? Hi, Jamie. Hi, Denise. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Lizette. Virgo, what is going to be the best piece of advice for you the next 48 hours? Horse, there's about a sense of taking action to have freedom here. It says you must break free of any limitations that are holding you back, whether they are self-imposed or they're put on by other people or society. You need to break free and run towards your dreams. So whoever this person is that is in your energy in the next 48 hours, you're being asked to break free from them because they are somebody who is deceptive. You thought they were true. You thought they were genuine. Maybe you helped this person out a lot. You're finding out that this person is not going to come clean. They're actually lying and they're being very deceptive. And this is somebody that you had a lot of loyalty to. You obviously helped a lot with. All right, well, let's get an angel number for Virgo. What is the angel number of advice for Virgo placements? Break free, Michelle. All right, Virgo, what is the angel number? 1551, keep your dream. So you have a dream of doing something and maybe you thought it was going to entail this person as being a part of your life. You're realizing that your dreams are separate from this connection. This could be a romantic person. This could be a platonic friend, but you need to break free from it to follow your dreams. It says, focus on the positive and stay dedicated to your desired outcome. It's time to invest your faith and efforts into your ideas and pursue your goals with unwavering determination. Your spirit is both beautiful and courageous. So you're being asked to move away from this person, away from this situation. This person is very deceptive. And even though you were loyal and dedicated, this person is not loyal and dedicated to you. All right, let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate you joining my live. All right, Libra, what is the energy around you the next 48 hours? What do you need to know? What do you need to hear that's going to serve your highest good? Hi, Valerie. All right, Libra. We're on Libra right now. Hopefully the ticker, does the ticker show on the screen? I can't see the thing. It says on the banner, it says it shows, but I don't know if it's showing or not. All right, Libra, hopefully it is. If you're coming in after the live started, I'll put the timestamps after the live, okay? All right, Libra, what's going on here? You're blocking your intuition the next 48 hours. There's something you're not happy about, and something is needing to be revealed, some type of secret that you're not wanting to listen to your intuition. What is this? Somebody is a cheater. Somebody is a manipulator. Somebody is emotionally not available. They're immature and they're dishonest. And you're going to feel a sense of aggression because you're not listening to your intuition. So in the next 48 hours, if you find yourself like, hey, I'm really frustrated, I have a lot of anxiety, I'm really stressed out when it comes to a special person, they could be an earth sign, they could be a Cancer or a Gemini, it's because you know your intuition, you're blocking out what your intuition is trying to tell you about this person, that you're not happy that they're not being honest. Why is this person not being honest with my Libras? Why is this person being this way? This person likes to keep secrets. They have a poor mindset, meaning they don't think that they can do better, but the only way that they are seen as a person of interest to others is by manipulating people. It's almost like a game. I'm seeing racquetball. So this person may play a lot of games with people to get attention because they think that's the only way people are going to give them attention. There's something this person needs to learn about these mistakes. This could be a master lesson. That could be why they're in your life, is you're teaching them this master lesson. Give me another card for you, Libra. I see that don't hold on to this person because of superficial reasons, just because you're attracted to them or because the bedroom is great or whatever. Maybe they give you money. Don't hold on to the attachment of this. You have a lot of potential with other options. You just have to be open and receptive to it. That if you imagine that you can have somebody of quality that's going to be honest and genuine, you can definitely have that. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Capricorn, a Pisces, heavy Pisces, and Gemini. All right, let's get you some advice. What is the advice for Libra placements the next 48 hours? What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? Hi, Sandy. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Laura. Libra. Dear, it's all about using your gentleness. It says, this is a reminder to be more gentle with yourself and others. The grace, the sensitivity, the gentleness of the spirit animal echoes the qualities brought forth when living from the heart. So maybe you're brought into this person's life to show them love and compassion, to show them the sensitivity. Doesn't mean you have to be abused by this person, like emotionally, but maybe it's giving this person compassion to show that they can be empathetic to their own needs below the surface. So be gentle with yourself. Also listen to, what is your heart saying? Is your heart saying, you know what, I need to just walk away because this is too destructive for me. This is too hard to be there for this person. What's the angel number for Libra? Libra. Number 7, I told you, I think that you're teaching this person a lesson. There is a soul purpose that you and this person have connected. It says, your angels are pleased with your life choices. They're letting you know that you are on the right path. Keep up with the good work. You're going to successfully fulfill your purpose and your mission. So you are teaching this person a master lesson. Doesn't mean you have to continue to stay there. They have free will to learn the lesson, but you're there to teach it and then make the discernment if you want to stay or you want to go. All right, Scorpio. Hi, John. Scorpio. What is the energy around Scorpio placements the next 48 hours? What is it you need to know? What do you need to hear? If you guys are coming in, if you could please like and comment, I would appreciate it. That would be nice. Exchange the energy with me. Hi, Barb. I do ask a question, get an answer at the end. Yeah, we already did Gemini. We're on Scorpio. Gemini is 322 timestamp if you're looking for Gemini. Yeah, I had to change from my phone to my laptop. I don't know, the audio was messed up on my phone for some reason. All right, Scorpio, for you, it looks like the next 48 hours, you're going to be really happy. You got good luck coming around you. There's a sense of maybe you're reconnecting with family or you're going to be around a lover. You might be doing some travels. You are definitely taking action in things that you want, and you're maybe going to a family reunion. I see there's a lot of stability with friends, family, community with you, and you're going to be really happy in the next 48 hours. Is there anything else in Scorpio's energy? Looks really good, Scorpio, the next 48 hours. You may be going to a family reunion. Continue to have hope and faith over what you're embarking upon. Some of you are actually flying or you're taking a train, you're traveling. Yeah, be confident that everything's going to work out. Have high energy the next 48 hours. I do see it is working out. You're going to be really happy. You could be dealing with a lot of fire here. Sagittarius, Pisces, or an Aries. You could be connecting with somebody partner-wise. If you're maybe going to see your partner or your friend, you're going to be real happy. All right, what is the advice for Scorpio the next 48 hours? What do you need to know? Hi, Carmen. Hi, Mary. Your advice is the spider manifestation. It says you weave your web in life, what you see before you are the results of your thoughts. If your current reality does not suit you, then it is time to make any changes to consciously manifest your energy can bring in your desire. So manifestation is about putting that visualization into the subconscious mind for it to penetrate down so that you can have it. So whatever you're wanting, it looks like you've manifested potentially this happiness the next 48 hours. It's going to work in your favor. What's the angel number for Scorpio? What's the angel number for Scorpio the next 48 hours? What's the angel number? Hi, Mary. Hi, Heather. 233. Look at that. Positivity. So maintaining positivity is going to help you. It says, this is bringing a message of positivity and compassion. Reflect on how you spread joy and hope in your life and the lives of others. Consider your mindset to maintain the hope and optimism of getting that manifestation. All right. Sagittarius. 2555. You might be seeing 555 Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. All right, the next 48 hours, what do you need to know? What do you need to hear that is going to serve your highest good? Hi, John. What's the energy around Sagittarius? You need to see clearly that something you have been trying to manifest, something you've been trying to bring into your life, could be a growth, like something material-wise. It hasn't materialized because your plan hasn't went according to what you thought. There's something about readjusting the plan that you want. There is something about confronting a plan that you had that doesn't work or has not worked up to this point. You have to shift gears. And you might be trying to like fight yourself and say, oh, I'm going to give it more time. It's going to finally work. No, it's not working. It has something to do with your money, or if you have a business, maybe it's something to do with your business. You could be a little bit in the energy of, well, I know enough. I don't need to learn anymore, and this is going to work. But you're needing to absorb more knowledge because what you're trying to do is not working. So it's confronting that and doing something different. It's coming to a head sometime in the next 48 hours. You're going to feel the sense of, you know what, this isn't working, and I've tried, and I've obsessively been trying it, but I'm spinning my wheels. I'm like seeing like tires in the mud. So you're going to feel stuck. But there's a breakthrough that you're going to have an idea in the next 48 hours. There's almost like an aha or an epiphany when it comes to your business or your work. And that is what needs to materialize, this bright idea that you have. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could have those in your chart also. All right, what's going to be the advice for Sagittarius? I think that's why you see 555. This is about, you're conflicted about making this change with this idea, but Spirit is saying now is the time. It's time is of the essence also. What's the advice for Sagittarius? Dog and loyalty. It says, you may be feeling like those around you let you down or are not doing their fair share of work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. If this is business related, maybe you partnered up with somebody, you thought it was a great idea, you thought it was going to work, but you're finding it's just not working. The business is not moving. It's not growing. Maybe you're losing clients. Maybe you're not gaining the momentum that you expected. And it may have something to do with the person that you are loyal to, that you've partnered up with. You may have this epiphany or this aha in the next 48 hours of, you know what, maybe I should do this on my own, or I have this other idea that I would be really good at. Your skill sets are going to come to light, that you need to be more loyal to yourself than you are to this other person when it comes to your business. What is the angel number for Sagittarius? You're welcome, Stacy. All right, Sagittarius, what's the angel number for you? You're going to probably see 555 as resignation, that you're in a conflict, that you need to make a change. What is the angel number? 3232, take charge right there. So it says, take control of your life and steer it towards your desired outcomes. Embrace the shortness of life by pursuing actions that enhance your well-being and contribute to your personal growth. So if you are partnered up with somebody and your partner is the one who is kind of been driving this ship when it comes to this idea or this business, that it's not working, and maybe your partner's not allowing you to have any input, that they're not allowing you to contribute to making changes, you may have this idea that you have to take charge and take things in your own hands, where you may have to venture out and break free from the situation and do something different. All right, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. All right, the next 48 hours, Capricorn, what do you need to know? What do you need to hear? It's going to serve your highest good, Capricorn. What's the energy around Capricorn placements? the next 48 hours. Capricorn, what's the energy around you? Okay, so you may find somebody around you that you've been focused on. You are missing out on an opportunity to having a commitment with them. There's an opportunity that skirts over. So maybe this person decides to go out with somebody else, or they decide to talk to someone else, and you have a breakdown. You're really upset about this in the next 48 hours, but you're going to realize that this person is not going to confess as to why. Why has this person missed this opportunity? You're realizing it's a missed opportunity. Why are you missing out on this opportunity? This person's not honest. And strongly, there's a sense of you needing to spend more time with your independence. You've been focused too much on this person. This person could have Aquarius, Cancer, or Libra in their chart. You've been too focused on them and getting things right with them. This person is not honest, and they're going towards someone else. And Spirit is taking you out of the situation because you're needing to establish independence, a sense of stability and security with your money, your career, your business, something that you haven't been satisfied with for a long time. Spirit is saying you need to work on being disciplined to stay away from this person. They're putting the third party between the two of you to pull you away because you need to go in a different direction. You're going to be really caught up in your head, wondering, why did this person go on a date with someone else, or why are they talking to this other person? You're going to have a breakdown about it, but you're going to realize that it's for the highest good for you. Everything happens the way it's supposed to. Even though we don't like it sometimes, it's just the way it is. Give me one more card. You're not going to be satisfied. But I'm going to tell you, you will eventually, because look at that. You end up rebounding and becoming more stronger than you are right now. So maybe you're going through financial hardships. You're going through some difficulties, a lot of things you've been dissatisfied. And maybe you've been saying, well, nothing's working for me. This person's not working out. My job's not working out. My residence is, there's a lot going on, but you're meant for success. And it could be because you're attached to somebody who's not bringing the success. So you are going to part ways with somebody in the next 48 hours. But in time, you'll realize that that was the best decision for Spirit or the universe to do, is to put that other person in front of you. And you're going to end up being in a better position. You may actually even be meeting someone else that has a better position than the person you're talking to. You could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, or another Leo, or a Leo, excuse me. All right, Capricorn, what is going to be the advice? What's the advice? What's the guidance? What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? You might see a dragonfly in the next 48 hours as confirmation. Capricorn. Horse, it's about embracing the freedom, taking action, and being free of the situation. You must break free of any limitations that are holding you back. You may have a limited belief that, oh, if I just give them more time or give them another chance. No, you don't have to. You're kind of putting yourself in a self-imposed limited belief system. And the next 48 hours, you're being asked to take action to break free away from it. And your dreams are going to manifest a lot faster when you do that. Something about your stability is going to considerably change. I'm hearing, if I would have known now what I know then. All right. So you're going to look back and you're going to realize it. What's your angel number, Capricorn? What's the angel number? 420. See, you have more potential than what you're giving yourself credit for. It says, this card reminds you of your potential in life. With your angels supporting you, it's time to embrace the new opportunities and adventure. Allow to follow your heart towards the future. Reflect on your goals and your aspirations. Maybe this person's been blocking you from going back to school or learning that new skill set. Maybe this person has taken up way too much of your time. And you're going to realize that this person leaving your life is going to be a blessing in disguise. All right, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Hi, Kim. Hi, Gianna. All right, Aquarius, next 48 hours. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? What's the energy around Aquarius the next 48 hours? Aquarius. You're going to have a new experience in the next 48 hours. You may travel. You may do a little bit of commuting. You need to spread your wings. You're getting invited to go do something that's going to bring your confidence up. Look at that. You're going to be seen. It's kind of like you ever walk in a room and all the heads turn and look at you and stare at you, and you feel people are recognizing. That's what this is. So if you get invited to go somewhere in the next 48 hours, you should go. It's going to inspire your happiness. It's also going to boost your confidence. What's going to happen at this event? What is the reason for Aquarius going into this event? You've been really sad lately. You have been maybe regretting or disappointed, something traumatic. Look at that. It puts you into the Empress energy. It helps you overcome and realize that there are other people out there. It's giving you a sense of stability of coming back to yourself. You're going to realize when you go to this event, there's something about when you walk in the room, people are going to automatically be drawn to you. There's a magnet towards you. There's a sense of, wow, you're really beautiful. You're really handsome. You're really attractive. And it isn't even on the outside. It could just be your energy. It goes into the room and people are pulled towards you. You may find that people just start talking to you randomly and it boosts your confidence. It puts you back into this Empress energy because you've been maybe hurt or disappointed lately. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Sag, a Taurus, Aquarius, or a Scorpio. That could be like a friend or a family member that invites you to this event. What's the advice for Aquarius? What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? What is the advice for Aquarius? The giraffe is all about reflection. It says, if you're facing a difficult decision, do not rush into making a decision. You're advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners. Before deciding on a solution, your circumstances need to be examined carefully. Okay. Let's get an angel number for Aquarius. What is the angel number of advice for Aquarius? Hi, Kim. Hi, Duane. Is it Duane or Duane? No, Duane, I think. Sorry about that. All right. What is the angel number for Aquarius? Ooh. 1133, crossroads. If you're at a crossroads and unsure which way to go, this is a reminder to trust your intuition. Your intuition is going to tell you to go to this event. Follow your gut. It's going to lead you to the best decision possible. That you may get this call at 11:33. Could be significant. All right, Pisces. Pisces. All right. Pisces, the next 48 hours. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear that's going to serve your highest good? What's the energy around Pisces the next 48 hours? Pisces. Next 48 hours, Pisces. Radio silence. There's a relationship that you want to heal. You're maintaining control, not reaching out to this person the next 48 hours. You want to heal it, but you are being asked to be radio silent. Why are you being asked to be radio silent? This person is a little bit disloyal. They're a little bit immature and irresponsible. And Spirit is saying, don't forgive this person. You know that you want to reach out to this person, but this person is not somebody you should be in a relationship with. Why? Why is Pisces not being advised to go towards this person? This person, they're a little bit of a fool. They're a little bit reckless. Okay. What if Pisces chooses to ignore and just heal? What's going to be their outcome? You're going to realize that you're going to socialize with other people. You're going to connect with other people. And you're going to realize that this connection has a lack of growth. And you kind of like impatiently really want to call or text this person or send them a message. And Spirit is saying, don't do that, because you're really just going to spin your wheels when it comes to this person. You may find that you're maybe just using this person as a distraction. They're not even worth being a distraction. This is somebody who maybe you were sleeping with this person. This is going to set you back from growing and evolving and moving past it. And if you're seeking companionship, you need to reach out to some friends, some family, some work colleagues, some neighbors, people that are close to you, and ask them to hang out with you and or talk to them instead of this other person. Cancer placement, you can deal with a Libra, a Taurus, a Sagittarius, or a Capricorn. All right, let's get some advice for Pisces. What's the best piece of advice? What is the guidance you need to know? Hi, Cynthia. It is Duane. Okay, perfect. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay, thank you. The pictures are really small, so I can't really see your profile picture. So thank you for confirming that for me. All right, your advice is spirituality, the hawk. You may see a hawk the next 48 hours. Fly above and beyond your day-to-day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view. Quiet the mind and detach from your thought pattern puts you in a better position to take in messages from your spirit guide. So spirit's going to be communicating that you need to just let this go. Don't reach out to this person. What's the angel number for Pisces? They need to know. They need to hear. What's the angel number for Pisces? You're welcome, Lynn. What's the angel number for Pisces? 818, breaking old patterns. It says, pause and reflect before moving forward with your project, your idea, your thought. Even if you're deeply invested, take time to reconsider what is the benefit to all involved. What is it going to benefit you if you reach out to this person? They may not answer. They may not call back. They may have blocked you, and then it's just going to put you in that tailspin. So avoid getting stuck in a negative thought pattern and focus on what you want to manifest. So focus on connecting with other people that you know are there of support, that are positive, that are going to be there for you. All right, let's do ask a question, get an answer for a little bit. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me get a different deck here. Hold on a second. Got my laptop sitting on my decks here, so hold on. I should have moved that, but oh well. All right. You're welcome, Lynn. All right, Shelly, I'm starting with you. What's going on with your no contact? Well, it's kind of a missed opportunity, it looks like. This is somebody who is not open or receptive to love. Yeah. It looks like, did you try to reach out to them? They ignored you. They didn't respond. I don't see them coming through. What's the advice for you? Let's see if we can get you some advice. Your advice is not to stay stuck on this situation or this person. Don't stay stuck in the no contact, because why? You need to really focus on, there's somebody else that is going to be coming towards you. Instead of looking at the past with the no contact, look in the future, because there's somebody else that is going to be coming towards you. Sometimes you have to release the past in order for the next person of the future to come in. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. All right. Who was I on? Let's see. Sheila, has Rich been thinking about me a lot lately, or has he moved on? Sheila, has Rich been thinking about you? Sheila, is Rich thinking about you? I don't see your question. Put it back in the comments, please. Yeah, you know what? He's thinking about giving you a call. But here's the deal is, I've got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This isn't going to be something long-term. There's a lack of stability. There's a lack of commitment. There's a lack of drive. Why is there a lack of long-term for this? What's going on here? He's not stable himself. So if he can't provide stability to himself, he can't provide it within a connection. So he's not stable right now. He's thinking about you, but he's not stable. All right, Pam, what's happening with you in February? Pam, what's going on for you in February? Pam, what's going on? Well, it looks like you're kind of bored or discontent. If you're single and you're looking for love, you might be looking in the wrong places, because the options that are coming towards you, you're like, yeah, no, thank you. But I do see your money's looking amazing. The 10 of Pentacles, you got a lot of money coming in. So I don't know what you're doing. Keep doing it, because it is working in your favor. You might be hurt and disappointed when it comes to love in February, but I think money-wise, your stability is looking nice. Yeah, love's not love. I'm hearing that song, love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. So you're still hurt over something that you may have to spend a little more time healing through. Maybe doing some self-love will help you. You're welcome. Let's see, Patrick, tell you about Nathan. What's going on with Nathan? For Patrick, what's Nathan up to? Is he a Scorpio? Or he has Scorpio in his chart? Well, he's not stable. He's kind of in a bad mood, looks like. He's replaying whatever conversations the two of you had. He's thinking about reaching out to you. He's thinking about an opportunity, but he's mad about something. What is he mad about? Why is he grumpy? What is this? Why is he grumpy? Something didn't work out for him in the long term. Something that he thought was going to work did not work. So I don't know what that is. I'm not going to dig into it. We can do a personal reading. You can do it on my website if you want. All right. Gianna. Okay, let's see. Valerie. What does February have for Valerie? Valerie, what's going on with you in February? Valerie, what's going on for Valerie in February? Please like and comment if you're coming in the live afterwards. I'm doing free Ask a Question, Get an Answer right now. Somebody you had invested in the past is coming back around in February. This is somebody who was not honest with you. They made you caught up in your head. They made you question your value and your worth. This person wants to speak up. What do they want to say? They want to give you another chance. They want you to give them another chance. Is that going to be a good idea to do that? Let's see. No. I think if you give this person another chance, you're going to find that you're going to fight yourself internally. So I don't think it's a good idea. But you have free will. You can do whatever you want. Janetta, will he leave me alone this weekend? Janetta, will he leave you alone this weekend? Is he going to leave Janetta alone this weekend? Yes, he is. You'll be happy he's going to leave you alone. Will A reach out to you privately, Christina? Yes, I do see he will. B, is he going to get his karma? We all get karma one way or another, good or bad, but is it right now? It's uncertain if it's going to be right now in this lifetime or if it's going to be next lifetime. Let me scroll back up. The chat's going. I don't know how to slow the chat down. I don't know the StreamYard thing. I need to study how to use it better. Kim, what's coming in for you in February? Kim, what's happening for Kim in February? I'm hearing AJ. You may have to make a decision between two people. One person is somebody from your past, somebody that you had a really strong attachment with. The other person is somebody, they're not emotionally available. I think you're going to realize that, but you're interested in them. Why? Because you don't want to think about this other person from the past. So you do have a choice in love. There is two suitors, one from the past and one new. And you are more wanting to go towards the new just because you don't want to think about the past, but the new person's not really somebody that you are going to want to invest in long term. But they're page energy. Mandy, will your love life improve in February, Mandy? You know your boss strongly has a thing for you. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. What is this? What about your love life? No, I think you're caught up obsessing about, what is she obsessing about? You're obsessing about whether or not somebody who has Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is going to come back around. You need to let that go. This is a stuck situation. It's blocking you from meeting somebody else. You keep going back and forth about somebody from the past that is not meant to be in your placement. Could be a Aries, could even be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn's heading. Let's see. Cynthia, what's coming up for Cynthia? What's coming up for Cynthia? Cynthia, what's coming up for you? I see you are going to get asked out on a date with somebody. If you're single, there's an opportunity of commitment here. This is somebody who they move really slow. They're not somebody who's going to jump all in initially. but they are somebody that does make plans. They may make dinner reservations. They may go online and find, you know, what's the best place to take you to. So they are very thoughtful. They're very much somebody worth investing in, but it may take and be a little bit slower than you hope. So I see there's an opportunity with somebody this month, or February should be. Let's see. Ellie, what's happening for you in February? Ellie, what's happening for you in February? Ellie. I'm hearing Lisa. I don't know if you're friends with somebody named Lisa. You're thinking about a Lisa. You have some unresolved issues. This person's not going to change. Somebody from your past that you want to change. Maybe they are related to somebody with the name Lisa. That's what's happening in February. You want this person to come in. You're thinking about this person. You're maybe even trying to manifest this person. This is somebody that you have strong feelings for, but they're not changed. So if you bring them back in and you try to manifest them, you're going to be unhappy because they haven't made the changes. Why are they not making the changes? What is this? They're not stable and secure. Their mom plays a big factor into it. Their mom may be kind of like playing the puppet master with this person. This person could be like a mama's boy or mama's girl type person. They care too much about what their mom wants or thinks, and they feel like they don't have to change because of that. They maybe were, maybe their parent like made them feel a sense of entitlement that they don't have to change. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, chat's going a little faster now. Let me see if I can scroll up a little bit. Kamo, what happens to you in February? Kamo, what's happening for you in February? You could be trying to force something that's just not going to work in February. Yeah, you feel abandoned. You feel left out in the cold. Somebody maybe ghosts you, goes no contact, and you are trying to force reconciliation with this person. What's going on? You're trying to unlock a door that's been closed. What's going on here? Yeah, there's lack of communication in February. Your intuition is going to tell you to leave this person alone. You're refusing the call. You're being stubborn with that Emperor energy. You're like, well, I want answers. I want to know why. I expect more than what I got. What if you just move forward and let it go instead of trying to chase the answers? Look at that, the Empress. You end up staying in your Empress energy. And you don't allow the person and what you want from their response or their closure, you don't allow that to take you down. You allow, if you separate, you are able to come back up and a lot faster. Look at this. You got the Emperor and the Empress. You have somebody else that you're meant to meet. You're not meant to stay attached to this person in February. What's time period wise? This person could be a single parent. They could have 2 children. They could also have a cat. It could be 1 month or 1 year. Slade? Could be a name. Okay. Who's next? Let's see here. Let me try to scroll up. I don't know how to do this here. Sorry, you guys. Okay, Christina, does A have feelings for you? Christina, does A have feelings for you? Yes. Tammy, what does February look like for you? What does February look like for Tammy? What you think is what you're going to manifest in February. So think and focus on what you want positive. An opportunity, somebody extend an offer to you, reaching out to you, commitment. You need to be practical with your focus and making it very positive. It's going to bring that in for you because I do see the Magician as the overall energy for you in February. So you can manifest if you're wanting someone to call or reach out or a commitment, somebody extending an olive branch. I do see that can happen if you focus on that. Anne, what is happening for Anne in February? What's happening for Anne in February? A couple more minutes, then I gotta go. What's happening for Anne in February? There's an ending with somebody. You may end up quitting your job because you're bored, you're discontent, you're kind of checked out. Your boss is going to try to offer you something to get you to stay, but I don't think you're going to stay. I think you're like, no, I'm good. I'm going to let this go. I don't want to think about this no more. Okay. You may find that you have a lot of people rallying your support in making this change. If you're wanting to make a change in your job, I think it's going to be a really good decision for you. Look at that. You come out stronger at the end. So if you're thinking, you know what, I'm bored with this job. I've been here forever, or I've learned everything I can learn and I just don't want to do it no more. I want to put an end to it. I think it would be a really strong placement. If you haven't considered it, you might want to consider being your own boss. And maybe that's what's coming up is you realize that you want something else. So see that happening in February for you. And you need to win the lottery. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice if we all won the lottery? That'd be amazing. Paulette, what does February look like for you? Will he tell you how he feels? Paulette, is he going to tell you how he feels? No. He's going to let that go. What's happening for you in February? What's the overall energy for Paulette in February? You're going to see crystal clear something about this person that there could be a third party. You may have to just let them go. You may just find that there's an overall disappointment that it comes crystal clear in February. It could be maybe you expect them to buy you something for Valentine's Day or acknowledge you on Valentine's Day, and they don't. And you realize, you know what? I'm not investing anymore. And you end up letting this go. You realize that it's too much. What's the good stuff for February for you? You get really good communication once you let this go. This is clouding your judgment for some reason. It's clouding your perception of the reality. And when you let this go, you stop sacrificing, wondering, does this person feel the same way? Are they going to tell me the same thing? You get really crystal clear with seeing your vision of communication that you want for yourself. Okay. All right. Let's see. Linda, what's coming towards you? Linda, what's coming towards you? Hector, I'm going to talk about karma here in 1 second because I'm reading a book about karma right now. So hold on 1 second. Linda, what's coming towards you for February? Somebody you're going to have a misunderstanding with, they're going to finally come back around. They're going to want to heal and fix things. You may wonder, is it done? Is it over? No, it's not. I do see that there's hope and there's optimism. Yeah. You may feel a little bit of stress and anxiety over it. It could be a friend. It could be, it feels platonic. It doesn't feel romantic. But I do see that faith will be restored in the connection. You'll make plans with this person going forward. They will come towards you. You won't have to go towards that. Okay, Hector, I want to talk about karma real quick. I'm actually reading a book about karma. You know, one thing you guys don't know about me is I love to study. I love to learn new things. I like to do new things. I like to experience new things. It's something that me as an individual, I thrive on information. I like to gather information and then make my own informed decision about it. So anyways, I'm reading this book and I was actually reading it last night. I was telling my man about this last night about karma. And I don't have the book with me right now. It's actually upstairs, but it's called, I think it's by, is it Mary Brown with an E on the end, I think is who's, anyways, the book, it talks about one of the sections of karma. It talks about there's good karma and there's bad karma. And one of the things it said is sometimes with karma, you don't necessarily get it in this lifetime. And some people souls can reincarnate over 800 to 1,000 times. 800 to 1,000 times. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just telling you what the book said, what I read. And just because somebody, like when they leave, you know, like me, like when my dad passed away and I went to look at his body, like the night before the funeral and the viewing, I remember standing at his casket and his soul was next to me. And he was telling me, it's just my body as I'm looking down in the casket. He's like, it's just my body. and I'm okay. I'm good. I took it off like a jacket. So I've always referenced the soul as inside of a body, which is like your jacket. And when you die, you take off that jacket and your soul is released into heaven, you know, whatever you believe in, the universe. But you don't necessarily go into a new body initially right after you pass. You go into according to this book, you go into like this waiting pen, basically, where you have karma built up. It's like a bank account. And whatever in this lifetime you have built up, positive or negative, when you pass and you release that coat of the human body and your soul goes on, you are able to take and pick up wherever your soul bank account of karma is in the next lifetime. So, for example, like, you know, a baby's born and then there's like, maybe it passes like a week later. Well, obviously there wasn't a lot of time built up for karma in a 1 week lifetime. So that soul will be put in like a holding area for when there is another opportune time for that soul to actually go in to the next lifetime, whether it's 10 lifetimes later or 20 lifetimes later. So it talks about 800 to, can you imagine 800 to 1,000 lifetimes before you could fully be awoken, which means we all come into the universe and have different experiences, and our souls are preordained to learn those lessons. And like, if I pass right now, everything I have built up in my life, I may not incarnate in the next lifetime. It may be later, because that opportunity for me to be placed in that position to learn those lessons may not be readily available quite yet. So anyways, what you believe is your own belief, mine is my own belief. I just thought it was interesting when Hector, you were talking about karma in there. I thought it was really interesting. And we were kind of talking about it last night. Like, do you think that's true? Do you not think that's true? You know, because he went to the school of metaphysics, so he's all into spirituality and stuff. And I am very spiritual, obviously. So it's interesting to get people's feedback. But I thought it was interesting that book was talking about karma, Hector. So when you said, oh, they're getting their karma, maybe this lifetime, maybe it's going to be in 10 lifetimes. But everything we do is the cause and effect. We have consequences, good or bad, for everything that we interact with in our lifetime. You know, it's in giving you receive. So you want to focus on being able to help people and practice that love and practice that gratitude and be able to give to people as much as you can without being taken advantage of. So yeah, sometimes when you encounter people, you do see their karma does hit them in the same lifetime. Sometimes it's because of something they did several lifetimes ago. It may not even be the stuff that they've done this lifetime. That could be built up to have to be paid back later on. So anyways, Gianna, I don't know who the cat is. It could be somebody from a past life that is connecting with you. Yeah, Pam, I think karma is really cool. I like I said, I like to read, I like to study, and for my own opinion, yeah, people taking my content without permission. Yeah, that does happen. But you know, here's the thing is, one thing that I've learned in my life is you can't control everybody. People are going to do what they want to do regardless. And people are going to have their own beliefs regardless. And it is what it is, to each their own. It's like, there's nothing I'm going to do about it. Like, I work hard for who I am and the business I have and the life I have. And I try to live an authentic, straight life. And people who don't, that's on them. I mean, it is what it is. So, okay. I'm going to do 2 more questions and I got to get out of here because I've been on here over an hour. So Sheila, even though it's short term, is Rich going to contact you? Yes or no? Yes, he is going to contact you. You know what? And here's the thing. They might be making money off my work, but I call it blood money. So it is what it is. All right. Gianna, will you have a meaningful relationship soon? Is Gianna going to have a meaningful relationship soon? But I do appreciate everybody who does subscribe, that likes, comments on my videos. I always appreciate it. I don't always get in the comments because I don't always have time, but I do appreciate all of you. So thank you for coming on my live and liking my videos. Okay, so I do see you can manifest somebody who's not toxic. Who is this person going to be? They may have Capricorn in their chart. This person lives at a distance. Yeah, they definitely have Earth in their chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What is blocking this person from coming in? You have to be practical to release anything that you've been holding on to from the past. There's somebody that you keep thinking about that you're wondering, are they going to reach out? They're not going to reach out. That is actually blocking your new person from coming in. You need to energetically let go of that attachment. And once you kind of release that, that's when you see this new person. And this new person, they could be somebody who works in business. Maybe they have their own business. They have a career. They're very solid. They're very, maybe have high values, high standards, high expectations within themselves. And they may drive a convertible too. They may have a convertible. So, okay. Thank you, Sheila. Hi, Cricket. What do I see in the future with you and Trevor? I'm going to do one more question after this, and then I got to go. All right, Cricket. I think that there's a lot of hope and optimism, but I think you guys need to make plans for the future. If you want a future together, you have to be on the same page. And if you're on the same page, I think that it's going to work out really great for you. All right. Gianna, how are you going to meet them? How are you going to meet them, Gianna? You're going to say I'm crazy, but you're going to have somebody who is going to want to take you axe throwing. Maybe that's not something you've ever done. Maybe it's something you have done. I see something with the axes here. So you may actually go to a bar that has axe throwing. You may see like an open mic night, and then you see they have axe throwing. Something about the axe throwing is actually where you meet this person. Maybe they're doing that where you meet them. So you're going to get invited somewhere that has that, or you're going there to do that. That's where you're going to meet them. All right. I got to go. I'll try to come back on live again tomorrow. We'll see. The kids are home. It's always hard when the kids are home, but I'll try to come on live tomorrow. We'll do maybe their feelings for you or no contact. Put in the comments what kind of live you guys want for all signs. Okay. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Sorry about the noise disruption in the beginning of the live. I'll come back live tomorrow if I can on my laptop, but I'll send a notification out when I am able to do that. Okay, I wish you guys a beautiful day. Bye-bye.